Alabama highways are expected to be a little more crowded this weekend, and gas prices are continuing to drop.
And the local sheriff's department, with lots of river miles to patrol, is getting a new boat with loads of high-tech gear.
Heat and a few showers and thunderstorms for the weekend. That's the forecast. We'll have the complete details coming up.
Coming up in sports, there was a big rivalry in Etowah County last night, and we'll have the highlights. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards.
And I'm Mike Stedham.
Automobile travel across America is predicted to be about 9% heavier this Labor Day weekend compared to last year, and the cost of gasoline continues to fall. According to AAA, the national average for a gallon of gas was $3.81 during Labor Day weekend in 2023. This year, the price is hovering around $3.50. Despite the popularity of summer road trips, overall gas demand is down as daily driving habits have changed, preventing pump prices from spiking. AAA recommends that drivers avoid the early evening hours this weekend, as those times will be the most congested. Drivers should hit the road in the morning unless they're leaving on Saturday, when the best time to travel by car is in the afternoon. Travelers returning on Sunday and on Labor Day should leave as early as possible to avoid heavy traffic in the afternoon.
Meanwhile, Alabama state troopers will be busy patrolling the state's highways during the holiday weekend. Alabama law enforcement agency officials say that troopers will be on high visibility patrols on the roads and waterways in an effort to reduce crashes, injuries, and fatalities. Additionally, the agency's aviation unit will perform rescue swimmer detail flights along the Gulf Coast to protect and serve those visiting Alabama's beaches. Other planned details include driver license checkpoints, light detection and ranging operations, and participation in the annual Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign. ALEA Secretary Hal Taylor says that travelers should prioritize safety and make good choices such as being patient and courteous on the roadways and on the waterways. Troopers have 4 main suggestions for a safer Labor Day weekend. Buckle up in the car and use personal flotation devices on the boat. Check your vehicle or vessel before you leave. Obey the posted speed limits and avoid distractions, and always designate a sober driver.
When we return, federal dollars will provide liquid assets to a local sheriff's department.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
The Etowah County Sheriff's Office will be getting a $300,000 federal grant next year to buy new equipment. That's including a patrol boat. Sheriff Jonathan Horton said he received news of the grant from U.S. Senator Katie Britt, a member of the Senate Appropriations Committee. He said the boat will be assigned to his department's Marine and Dive Unit to cover the 437 miles of shoreline throughout the county. The boat will be equipped with cutting-edge technology, including live scan sonar, to enhance the unit's capabilities.
And when we return, a search is on for a carjacker who attacked a woman in a local store's parking lot.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Talladega authorities are looking for a suspect who stole a car from a woman while she was shopping earlier this week. Police officials say they received a call at 8:18 Wednesday night to the Dollar General store on Alabama Highway 21 South. When they arrived, they learned that a suspect had approached the owner of a 2015 maroon Nissan Altima, who was placing groceries in her car. The suspect pulled out a gun and ordered her to hand over the keys. The victim gave the keys and the subject left in her car. The victim's car was last seen traveling north on Alabama Highway 77 in Lincoln shortly before 8:30 p.m. Wednesday. The suspect's identity is unknown at this time, and the suspect was described as wearing all black clothing and a mask. Investigators believe this to be an isolated incident, and they're asking for anyone with information to contact them at 256-362-4508.
A Georgia woman died and an Alabama woman was seriously injured when an ATV they were riding overturned in Randolph County. Neither woman was wearing a seatbelt, and both were partially ejected from the ATV during the incident just after midnight Sunday. Emily S. Long, 51, of Canton, Georgia, was airlifted to UAB Hospital in Birmingham, where she died of her injuries Tuesday. That's according to state troopers. The second victim, a 49-year-old woman, Wedowee resident, was airlifted to Wellstar Kennestone Regional Medical Center in Marietta, Georgia. Her condition was not released. Officials say the ATV overturned around 12:10 a.m. Sunday on Randolph County Road 256, about 8 miles north of Wedowee.
Hard to believe the last holiday of the summer. Where did the summer go?
Where did the summer go? And it really feels like it's making a push to remind us that it certainly has been here.
Yeah, because we still have September, October. We have plenty more warm weather, I'm thinking.
That's what I'm thinking too, but what we think doesn't matter. So John Holder joins us now in the EAN Weather Center to give us the real news about the weather. John?
Mike and Katie, the Labor Day weekend is up on us, and it looks like classic summertime weather to close out the unofficial end of summertime. The complete weekend forecast for all of East Alabama is next.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
Not as hot today across East Alabama, 93 for the high. Still above normal, but nothing like the 96 and 97 degree readings we had earlier the week. Low this morning at 70, a little bit above average as well. Record high temperature only 98 degrees, the record low at 51. Sun setting on your Friday night at 7:11, and the sun rising tomorrow morning at 6:17. Going to do something a little bit different. Weather on your street is going to be 431 both tonight, tomorrow, and next week, but different locations on 431, doing something a little different. We'll start off tonight on U.S. Highway 431 in Sachs. Big football game out there between Piedmont and Sachs. You're heading out to the game. Clouds and stars, temperatures in the 70 degree range out at Jack Stewart Field overnight tonight. Coming up tomorrow, going to take you out to Highway 431 in Chula-Finney down in Cleburne County. A lot of Auburn fans. That's the route they take headed down to Auburn. It will be the Auburn season opener down at Jordan-Hare Stadium tomorrow night. So a lot of folks headed that way. A few scattered showers maybe in Chula-Finney, and hot away from those showers, the high at 91. And we'll stay on U.S. Highway 431 for next week. It's going to be wetter and cooler on U.S. Highway 431 in Crystal Springs up in northern Calhoun County. Again, we're going to see temperatures only topping out in the 80s next week, and rain chances will be higher than they've been in a while. Here are those rain chances in the 7-day forecast. We go from 40% tomorrow, 50% on Sunday, 40% on Labor Day on Monday, and then some really healthy rain chances coming for the early part of next week. 60% chance of rain Tuesday, 50% on Wednesday. We're going to keep anywhere from a 40 to 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms every afternoon in the forecast. The big difference is going to be in the daytime highs. Only 85 on Tuesday, 82 on Wednesday. Look at that, 81 degrees on Thursday, 82 next Friday. Low 80s. We are going with temperatures that have been way above normal to temperatures next week that will be way below normal as we get into the month of September. And let's go ahead and take a look at some rainfall totals from yesterday. Yesterday we had a few locations that saw some pretty healthy rainfall totals, but not everywhere. We see a lot of clear spaces here in East Alabama where folks didn't get anything. The big area here was U.S. Highway 431 again, in that area up between Sachs and Glencoe, out around Alexandria and Wellington. That seemed to be the sweet spot where we had the heaviest amount of rain yesterday. More showers and storms out there today, and that will last through the weekend and into next week. I'll be back here tomorrow morning to take a look at your Saturday at a glance, bright and early at 6 a.m. And I'll be back here on Sunday and Monday mornings with your breakfast forecast all across East Alabama. Now, we've got Jordan Smith standing by, going to show us some highlights of an exciting game last night in Etowah County between old rivals Hokes Bluff and Southside. Jordan?
Thanks, John. Last night marked the 72nd meeting between the Hokes Bluff Eagles and the Southside Panthers. The Panthers came into the game 0-1 after a loss last week to Guntersville. As for the Hokes Bluff Eagles, last night was their first game of the season. Let's head over to the highlights from Mike Robertson Field. And boy, was it a good game last night in Hokes Bluff. First drive for Southside, quarterback Ethan Surratt looks to go to the air and finds C.J. Martin here for a 37-yard completion for the Panthers. A few plays later, Surratt calls his own number, trying to make something happen here, and actually picks up a first down all the way down to the 1-yard line for Southside. Almost in. Next play, handoff to Cole Garrett here, and he punches it in for this touchdown. Southside goes up 7-0. Hokes Bluff now looking to make something on offense. Quarterback Bryce Whitaker finds Drew McCarver for a 44-yard pickup. He's going to run down the sideline and pick up big yards for the Hokes Bluff Eagles. Few plays later, Whitaker looks to the end zone, and this time he connects with Anderson Morgan for the touchdown. All tied up now, 7-7. Coach Rob and his Hokes Bluff Eagles now back on offense a few drives later. Whitaker here rolls out to pass and dumps it off to Colton Shields, who picks up 23 yards and for the pitch and catch here for Hokes Bluff. Now 4th and 12 at the Panther 20. Whitaker looks down the field and he finds Logan Weinman in for the first down. Now a few plays later, Whitaker takes the quarterback sneak, punches it into the end zone from 1 yard out. Hokes Bluff goes up 14-7. Now Panthers driving near the half. Surratt drops back to throw to the middle of the field, and he's intercepted here by Blake Green of the Eagles. Now, Hokes Bluff back on offense. Whitaker looking to pass, and he connects with Silas Osborne of Southside at the Southside 44-yard line. Now, next play for Southside, they're actually going to have a bad snap here. Hokes Bluff falls back on it once again, so now they're going to pick up, and we're still in the first half. Eagles back with the ball. Whitaker scrambling to make something happen. He's going to get some open field. He's going to get down just inside the 5-yard line, but guess what? He coughs off the football here. And now Southside takes over, but we go to the half now as Hokes Bluff and Coach Rob's Eagles lead 14-7. Now first drive for Hokes Bluff after the half. Whitaker back to the air again. This time he hits Morgan for another 30-yard pickup. They're threatening inside the red zone. The drive would stall and Hokes Bluff would have to go for a field goal. They would actually fake it here and Whitaker trying to make something happen, and he just can't. He can get the ball to Green here, but the Panthers sniff it out, and they do a very good job of holding it. Now, Southside driving. Emil Boyd with the handoff, and he picks up 10 yards here, making some guys miss into the open field. A few plays later, Surratt dishes it out to Boyd here near the sideline, and he's going to pick up 18 yards on this play, now inside the 10-yard line for Southside. Now 4th and 2, Boyd trying to punch it in, and he does get just enough here for the first down. Next play, Javonte Strong gets the call, and guess what? He's going to get it in for the touchdown. Panthers would go for a 2-point conversion. That would be no good. They trail 14-13. Now in the final minute of the game, Surratt trying to make a play here, and does. He connects with Joshua Peoples for a 27-yard gain. Now next play, Surratt drops back once again, and this time he's picked off by Drew Carver, and this is going to seal the game for the Hokes Bluff Eagles. McCarver takes it 60 yards for the touchdown as Hokes Bluff defeats Southside last night by a score of 21-13. We have several local teams in action tonight, and some that are even beginning region play. Starting out at Lou Scale Stadium, the Jacksonville Golden Eagles will travel to play Alexandria tonight. Anniston at Lot Mosby Memorial Stadium hosts Beauregard. Benjamin Russell down at Clay Central. Cherokee County will travel to Arab this week. Sardis in at Cleveland County at Ellie Bell Field. Donahoe taking on Raglan tonight down at Donahoe. Westbrook Christian is in a region matchup here with Glencoe at Glencoe tonight. Hanley playing Dadeville. In 8-man football, Tabernacle Christian coming in to play at Jacksonville Christian. Lincoln and Munford in a big rivalry playing down at Munford tonight. A couple other matchups. Here's a 3A Class 3A Region 6 matchup. The Ohatchee playing Locust Fork tonight. Moody at Oxford tonight. That should be one of the biggest matchups. 5A Moody coming into Lamar Field against number 6 Oxford Yellow Jackets. Piedmont playing in another region matchup against Sacs tonight. Spring Garden goes to Pleasant Valley. Ranburne over to Woodland tonight. Randolph County will take on Central Coosa. Talladega travels down to Childersburg. Horseshoe Bend comes down to Wadley. And Welborn in a Class 3A Region 6 matchup against J.B. Pennington. That's it for sports. Let's head back over to Mike and Katie.
Thanks for the update, Jordan, and thank you for watching today. You can find us every weeknight on Facebook and YouTube, our website, and now on Rumble.
Go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you. We hope you have a wonderful and a safe Labor Day weekend. We'll see you back here Tuesday for your news on your schedule.